If you are planning to move to Turkey, healthcare is probably one of your biggest question marks, and honestly, it should be. Between private insurance, state-run SGK coverage, and figuring out which hospitals treat foreigners well, it is confusing if nobody walks you through it properly. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly how healthcare works here in 2026. What SGK covers, when you need private insurance, and how to choose the right hospital for your situation. By the end of this video, you will have a clear roadmap instead of a pile of conflicting forum posts. Let's get into it. Before we dive in, I want to take a second to talk directly to you. If you are watching this because you are planning to move to Antalya, I want you to know that people just like you reach out to me every week with exactly these kinds of practical, real-life questions. While my focus is real estate, I'm specialized in relocation services here in Antalya, which means healthcare, insurance, schools, and settling in logistics are all part of what I help people navigate every single day. If you want a personal recommendation on hospitals, insurance providers, or anything else covered in this video, reach out to me directly. My contact information is in the description box below. Now, let's break down how this all works. First, let's explain SGK, or the state system, in Turkish SGK. SGK is Turkey's state-founded social security and health system. If you obtain residency, you will be eligible as a resident, and that gives you access to emergency services and family health centers, which they are available everywhere in Turkey. And if you are to start a business or find a job or even to register and you become eligible to pay into SGK, that will give you access to state hospitals and a portion of private facility costs. The premiums are calculated based on your registered income or a standard rate, and they are genuinely affordable compared to Western healthcare systems. The trade-off is waiting times and, in some state facilities, language barriers. SGK is a solid foundation, especially for long-term residents, but most expats pair it with something else. Secondly, let's talk about private insurance and when you need it. Private insurance is where most of the flexibility lives. It gets you faster appointments, English-speaking staff in most major private hospital chains, and access to the top-tier private hospitals in Antalya. Premiums vary significantly based on your age, pre-existing conditions, and the coverage tier you select. My honest advice, if you are over 50 or you have any ongoing medical condition, get private insurance quotes before you finalize your move, not after. Some providers have waiting periods for pre-existing conditions, and you want to know that going in not discover it during an emergency. Third, choosing the right hospital. Antalya has excellent private hospital options, including facilities like Medstar Antalya, which many expats use specifically because of their international patient departments and English-speaking coordinators. For day-to-day care, a cold, a minor injury, routine blood work, a smaller private clinic near your neighborhood is usually faster and cheaper than a large hospital. For anything serious, you want to be near one of the major private hospitals, which is a factor I encourage clients to think about when choosing where to live. Being 20 minutes from a top-tier hospital versus an hour matters more than people realize until they need it. Fourth, let's mention something nobody talks about: renewal and bureaucracy reality. Insurance renewal season can be a headache if you are not prepared. Premiums can shift year over year, sometimes significantly, and providers will occasionally change your coverage terms with only mild notice. My advice is to review your policy 60 days before renewal, not the week before, so you have time to shop around if needed. For emergencies, know your nearest 24-hour private hospital before you need it, not while you are in a panic trying to find one on your phone. Finally, common misconceptions. A lot of people assume that having SGK means they don't need private insurance, or vice versa. Most long-term expats in Antalya run both SGK as a safety net and private insurance for speed and comfort. Another misconception is that private healthcare here is prohibitively expensive. Compared to the US, it's dramatically more affordable, even at the top tier. Once your healthcare and logistics are sorted, the next big question is usually, is Antalya the right fit for you long term? Watch my next video where I lay out the honest pros and cons of living in Antalya in 2026. See you in the next video.